Look at how huge these jeans are. Look at all this extra material. It's literally like so much extra material. It's all right. I've got people looking at me through the drive-thru. Yo, my hair crap. I need some kind of oils or something to go in it. I don't have any more hair oil, and I can tell on the ends. You see how it looks dry? You can see my grays. I need that hair oil. I mean, in my defense, that gray looks ice white. So one thing is for sure, when I go completely gray, it's going to be like a blonde white, because look at the highlights, that white. It's going to be a pretty color of gray. I'm excited about it. I've already got like money pieces coming in. Look at that gray. Gray. You see how white it is? Bitches pay for that. It's expensive. $250. And that's on the cheap end, honey. That's on the cheap end. That is on the cheap end of the stick. Let me get my life together. I've got all my tabs pulled up. Y'all, I don't know what it is. I didn't sleep well last night. I think I told you guys that this morning. I had a rough time sleeping last night. And then, you know, I was in jail for 6 days. So I slept plenty. All that I could. I slept more than I normally sleep. You know that even when I was on my Suboxone, I kept a regular schedule. I'm not a lazy bitch. I actually work my ass off. So y'all were with me on my endeavors. I don't know where my vape is. Oh. This shirt, I think it's so tight, it's hurting my stomach. I'm going through phases. I'm going to tell you what, when the sun goes down, I'm going down. And I'm not coming back out to bed till 3 a.m. It is Sunday. Let's get started. There's so much going on right now. I don't even know what to believe anymore. The media doesn't know how to do their damn job. Somebody please hire me. I'm workable, okay? Like, I'm not perfect, but we can work this out, okay? To where we're reporting real news. So please, God, help me. Like, I'm so annoyed with the half-ass writing. I'm so annoyed with the weak articles that don't give any information. I'm sick of the 1.5 minute news anchor telling me half of the story, leaving nothing but questions behind, okay? No answers. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the misinformation. I'm just sick of it all. The media is trash. We all know this. If you don't know this, then you shouldn't be on this channel. The media is the devil. They are bought and for, and they don't know how to do their job anymore. Plain and simple. First of all, I want to recap the judge that was shot. This was the only tab I didn't, sorry. Sheriff shoots judge. Update. So, they released the security video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there was a judge that was killed in Kentucky by a sheriff. These guys knew each other. They had worked together for years. They were in the same department. The sheriff guarded the judge at times. They were directly working with each other. And matter of fact, this particular afternoon that the judge was shot and killed, they had actually went to lunch together, ate a meal together, come back to the courthouse, and then mayhem. It was just mayhem. In the surveillance footage, I'm going to show it to you since we finally have it. If you've been to my channel, then you know exactly what this is. We've talked about this. We just didn't get to see the footage until now. Something that was a rumor when this went down was that the judge had contacted the sheriff's 17-year-old daughter. A rumor in the comment section that the judge might be a pervert. And that might have been the motive for why the sheriff shot him. Because the sheriff, once again, it was his daughter, allegedly, the judge may have been in contact with. Now, there's no validity to this. I actually saw 2 attorneys speak on the fact, one for the defense and also the prosecutor, both stating that they still cannot confirm or deny that this was true. The only thing they're saying at this time is that the day of the incident, when the shooting was taking place, the judge contacted the sheriff's daughter. That is a fact. There was an outgoing call to the sheriff's 17-year-old daughter from the judge's phone. The information that once again, the media doesn't know how to do their job. My question was that number saved in that phone? This information has not been released. Now, whether this judge had the number, whether it was saved, whether there was messages, whether there was phone calls previous, they're not releasing that information. The only thing that they've said at this time is that the daughter of the sheriff was in fact contacted right as he was about to be shot. So that's weird. That's super sketchy. Why? First of all, how did he even get the girl's phone number? Second of all, why would he feel inclined to call her as he's about to get shot? I'm going to show you the video. He's literally got his hands up and turns his back as he's being shot. It's horrific. It's heartbreaking. I hope that he wasn't a pedophile. But how did he get this girl's number, and why is he calling this girl? We're not going to know. We're not going to know until the trial proceeds what actually happened, and we may never know the truth. One thing that is for sure, the defense, for the defense has stated that the sheriff had a real belief that his daughter and his wife were in immediate danger. They have reiterated that the sheriff was terrified that the judge was going to harm his wife and his daughter. Now, once again, whether or not there's any validity to this, we don't know. But the defense is claiming that the sheriff was terrified that something was going to happen to his wife and daughter. And the first thing I thought of when I heard this was he doing meth or something? Because, but once again, this is a small town. And what do I tell you guys about small towns? If you've been on this channel, you already know what I go through. This stuff happens every single day. And 90% of the time, we've been over these numbers, it is going to be somebody that you directly know that is going to abuse your child. It's going to be a neighbor. It's going to be a partner at work. It's going to be somebody from church. It's going to be, a friend of a friend. This is how the cookie crumbles. So, I don't know. Let's see if I can find the video. I got it up. I watched it and it was pretty terrifying. I mean, it was really sad. Because he has his hands up. No, I can't even get it to come up. I hope that it's not true, but given the fact that the judge called the 17-year-old daughter as he was about to be murdered, it's very telling. I wonder why they released that information, but they won't release if this judge had any prior contact previous to that afternoon. I mean, how the hell did he get her number unless the sheriff was saying, something like call her and ask her, and told him the number as he was holding him hostage. Hold on one second. I'm going to get the video up. I'm sorry I lost it. Kentucky sheriff shoots judge in chamber video. Y'all, I feel like ass. But it's okay. Why didn't it work? Jesus. Gotta do it all the damn hard way, or don't I? Okay. Here we go, y'all. So I'm gonna play it. I understand. It's okay. So this is it. Damn. God, it's horrific. Honestly, you guys, listen, don't take it's from me. I'm just going to tell you what I would have done. First of all, in this situation, and you see he has a gun, it would probably be best to stand up and not shy down. But also that might get you shot. I just know that I'm a fighter and I'm fucking crazy. I would have been out of that seat so goddamn fast. His head would have spun. I'm just saying, I don't know. You don't know what you would do in that situation. I feel like when he crawled under the desk, at that point, he's cornered. and it just makes it worse. At least if he's on his feet, he might be able to take a step forward and fight back somehow. I don't know. This video is heartbreaking for me. Sorry, I'm so shaky. I feel like ass. Oh, God. I mean, it's horrific. God, he goes back a 5th time. Small town bullshit. Small town bullshit. So crazy. So he's been prosecuted. I mean, he's going to be prosecuted, and I'm sure we'll find out eventually. I mean, at this point, it's clear that this judge had some contact with his daughter because of the text. I mean, because of the fact that he called her. Yeah. Okay. Lord. So, y'all, there was a boy that was in a boy band. He was in One Direction. Liam Payne. He actually died this weekend. It's kind of a crazy story. So if you don't know who he is, let me show you a picture. This is him. He was in One Direction. He's a singer. Very talented kid. That's like 10 years younger than me. I never got into them, but I knew who he was. Now, he died. Payne died age 31, and he actually fell from the 3rd floor of a hotel balcony in Argentina on Wednesday. Now, here's the thing. There has been rumors that there was drug use, that he was erratic. There was an incident in the hotel lobby that he was staying in. It was mid-afternoon. He had his computer downstairs. He was sitting in a setting area where there's like a coffee shop and stuff. And all of a sudden, he just picks up his computer and starts bashing it into the table, destroying it. He's screaming. He's erratic. He goes back up to his room. His girlfriend was staying with him. They kept getting calls down at the front desk that Payne was being a pain upstairs. Okay, he was disturbing people, the peace. Multiple times throughout the week, he actually was downstairs in the lobby causing a scene. It was more than once that he was causing a scene. People were saying that he was acting like he was on a substance, drugs of some sort. At some point, he goes back up to his hotel room, and that's when he falls from the balcony, and he died. Right before his death, though, allegedly, there was an eerie conversation between some girls at the hotel and him. There was a girl that was staying in the same hotel, and she said that Payne, he was like, he seemed off. He seemed like he wanted somebody to notice him and talk to him. And so she did. And they chatting, and she said he was very erratic. He wasn't really making sense. But at one point, he said, yeah, I used to be in a boy band. That's why I'm fucked up in the head. This was the very day he died, allegedly, when he fell out of a 3rd-story hotel room window. Apparently, you know, we all know the rap that boy bands have had. We know that, who was that? Who was that guy that was over all of the boy bands? And he was a weirdo. Who was the crooked boy band owner? Who was that? Pearlman. Louis Pearlman. Yes. He stole Lou Pearlman. Lou Pearlman. Weirdo. A lot of these guys that were in these boy bands, you guys, even in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, a lot of them were abused. They were child stars. It's no secret that Hollywood is disgusting and evil, and hell, Hollywood has essentially been built on sex. I mean, you know, people don't even get contracts if they're not putting out, and that's just the reality of Hollywood. But a lot of boy stars and women actresses have come forward with claims of abuse. We all know that Ariana Grande went through a whole thing when she was on a show. I think it was Nickelodeon. That was after my time. But he allegedly said, he told this girl in a random conversation when he seemed high on something, he allegedly said, quote, "I used to be in a boy band and that's why I'm fucked up in the head now." And then a few later, he fell out of a hotel, balcony and died. It's just really sad. I will update y'all on the toxicology because I'm sure that they'll do. Well, I don't know. This is Argentina. Well, do they do that there? Like, I don't even know if they do that there. I'm sure they do. I mean, someone as famous as him, you would assume that would. Liam Payne, and he was so young. He was only 31, and it seems like he was struggling. He was about to go on tour with one of his old bandmates, Zane. I was looking to see if there was any kind of there's no kind of update. That really is sad. I mean, what a freak accident. So sad. So I saw this story that was pretty interesting this morning, and I had to go check up on what it was. There was a guy, Dustin Curzum. He was found dead in Montana. He was out, what was the name of the city? Bozeman, Montana. He was out camping by himself. He's out in the wilderness. He's got his tent out there. He's got him a fire pit. He's living the good life. All of a sudden, they find this man dead. And they assume that it was actually a bear attack because that's what it looked like. So police assume he's out in the wilderness, that it's bear season, blah, 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 blah. His name is Dustin Mitchell Kejerman. He was 35. He was found dead in his tent on October 12th. He died after sustaining multiple wounds, and his death has been ruled a homicide at this point. But initially, they thought it was a bear attack. Let me show you a picture of this man because he was handsome and bad. He was out living his best life by himself, camping, and somebody come out into the woods and brutally murdered him, y'all. And people be like, why don't you go camping? Bitch, this is why. Lord, if he can't make it, I can't make it. God rest his soul. It's so sad. I'm not laughing, but I'm just, a gruesome death initially reported to be a bear attack is now believed to be a murder investigated by Montana authorities. Now they're saying that it was a vicious homicide. They received a call 10 a.m. Saturday morning regarding the discovery of a dead man in a tent about 2.5 miles up Moose Creek Road. The caller indicated that the death might be caused by a bear attack. Who is that caller? Because he sounds guilty as hell from the start. We need to talk to him. Why is he coming up with some crazy story if he just found a random? That's not the first thing that comes to your mind when you see a dead body. Who is this guy? We need to go talk to him. Multiple departments responded, and the victim was identified as Dustin Mitchell Curzum, 35, of Belgrade, Montana. However, the Montana Department of Fish, Wildlife Attacks, who responded to the scene, did not find any signs of bear activity at the scene. Why are y'all listening to pedestrians? Y'all are supposed to be trained professional police officers. Why are y'all even taking a hint from what I would assume is a suspect at this point? Because this is the last, this is who's supposed to be on the body. How do we know it's not the one that left the body dead? Bunch of idiots out here. I need a damn job. Oh, Lord. This prompted investigators to treat the case as a homicide. Gee, you think? Let's treat it as a damn suicide. I can't with these damn news reporting. Y'all. Authorities described the incident as a vicious attack. Detectives are working to develop and track down leads. Well, you had one, but it sounds like you let him go. Oh, he was last seen the afternoon of Thursday, October 10th, as he was leaving to go camping up Moose Creek. He was driving a black 2013 Ford F-250 with a black topper and an aluminum silver ladder rack. The sheriff's office investigations captain Nate Kramerman said in a news conference Thursday, well prepared He was well prepared for a weekend of camping and plans to meet with a friend on Friday afternoon, but he never made it to that meeting. So it says he died after sustaining multiple chop wounds. What kind of chop wounds? We talking about axes or machete? I mean, what we talking about? Y'all can't be just a little more clear? It's not clear what the weapon was, but we know that it was something hard enough to cause significant damage to the skull. Well, that could be anything. That could have been a crowbar. That could have been, damn, a rock. I mean, y'all, I need to go back to school. Let's see here. So it says, Springer said Kerseman's body was discovered by the friend who he was, oh my God. The friend he was supposed to go meet, come and found him in the woods. He went looking for him because he failed to show up. Well, how do we know that friend went in there all weekend, though? How do we know that they didn't meet there, get in a fucking argument, and then he kill him and come back and play like he was looking for his friend? I mean, that's a pretty brutal crime. That's usually pretty personal. And also, they're not specifying where he was hit, if it was the face, if it was the body. I'm assuming it had to have been in the head, possibly, which is pretty personal. So it says the area is not an official campsite where he was found, but it's standard Forest Service area where people make their own campsite and where plenty of hunters, outfitters, and people living in the area. There's a lot of activity, even though it's fairly remote. So somebody had to have seen something or heard something. Damn, that's so sad. So he had a sister. His sister said her brother described her brother as hardworking, skilled tradesman, a loving, helpful, and adoring father. Oh God, who in no way deserved this. Oh my God, y'all. Ugh. Y'all, I don't understand why investigators are listening to damn dumb civilians. It looks like a bear attack. Oh, Lord have mercy. I hope they find whoever did it and that wasn't his friend. But more often than not, it's somebody you know, honey. That's the scary part. It be young people. So I ran across another article this afternoon. There was 132 people arrested in Dayton, Ohio for a sex trafficking ring. It was a statewide human trafficking sting. It was 132 people arrested. Some of these people included a previous prosecutor. Hold on. A former magistrate, county prosecutor, was one of the 7 men in the Dayton area to be arrested as part of the sting. He's accused of buying sex. Told y'all. Let's see. He was charged last week in a municipal court with 1 count of soliciting. And there was other people that were pretty high up there too. There was a fire chief that was busted in this sting operation. Thanks, girl. Hope you're doing well, Dragonfly. I hate my phone. Thanks. Oh, I have to check that before I get off of here with you guys. My phone has been doing something weird. I don't have any data, and I'm on Wi-Fi right now, so I'll check that. Let's see here. Who else was there? So this article's not telling me somewhere else that there was also a retired was either a fire marshal or a fire chief. No, my Wi-Fi ain't working. Hold on one second. I did want to thank Cindy. I did get something from Miss Cindy Hill. Thank you guys so much. Roscoe and y'all, I'm so bad at my memory. I just looked at it and I already forgot it. Gustavo. It's because I barely speak English. Oh, Lord, y'all. That's a pretty name, though. Gustavo. It's different. Let's see here. Oh, fire safety educator. So it says a statewide human trafficking operation conducted last week by more than 100 law enforcement agencies ended in the arrest. What happened? What happened? My whole screen just went blank. It disappeared. And then I had to go back into the YouTube app. Y'all, what a weird... My phone. So it says... The sting took place from October 6th through October 12th in 19 counties, including major activities in Akron, Columbus, Cleveland, Portsmouth, Toledo, and the Monahing, y'all, Valley area. Those arrests included 110 Johns who faced charges of engaging in prostitution or solicitation, as well as 22 individuals charged with felonies for seeking commercial sex with a minor and or possessing narcotics. The suspects have diverse backgrounds, from laborers and government employees to students and business owners, and range in age from 21 to 71. Jesus Christ. Throughout the operation, authorities also identified 74 human trafficking survivors, referring them to healthcare and social service organizations. They don't do shit. There's no programs to help these women integrate back into society. More often than not, they end up back on drugs, back prostituting, and it's a vicious circle of jail, prostitution, and rehab. And it's unfortunate because there's not enough programs for these to get educated, to get on their feet, to learn how to even... Some of these girls don't even know how to count money. I remember working in the strip club with bitches that didn't know how to tell time. How do you even make it? How are you going to do a job interview if you can't tell time? Can't make this shit up. They seized more than $20,000 in other related evidence. I'm assuming drugs, because it said some of them were hit with drug charges. So it said the Central Ohio Human Tracking Task Force advanced 2 long-term investigations in arresting Terrence Cummings, a 29-year-old man of Columbus, on federal charges of sexual exploitation of a minor, possession, distribution, and receipt of child pornography, coercion and enticement of a minor, and obstruction of justice. Anthony Simmons, 56, was federally indicted on charges of sexual exploitation of a minor and sex trafficking of a minor. This list goes on. It would take me all day to read every single man that was arrested. These people are sick. And just think, one of them was a prosecutor and a magistrate. Ugh, it just makes my skin crawl, you guys. I don't think that people recognize that this stuff happens a lot more than people want to admit. And I have had first, experiences with people like this. And these type of people are very dangerous in society. And these officers took the initiative to get these people off the streets, because where I'm from, they actually celebrate that behavior, and it's sickening. But the world is just getting more and more twisted every single day. So there's a man in New York who had a wife and 2 small daughters. This wife of his was actually pregnant with their 3rd child, and for some reason, his daughter, Samantha J. Gardner, who was 29, she was 5 months pregnant at the time of her death. He actually killed her and then stabbed his own 2 daughters. This story is crazy. Reminds me of the Chris Watts case so much. I don't know. At this point, let's just read this, because I haven't read this one yet. I didn't read this before I got on here with y'all, so I don't know much about this. I knew the basics. A New York man has been accused of killing his pregnant wife and injuring his 2 young daughters in a stabbing. Drew J. Gardner, 32, was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree attempted murder in connection with the alleged incident. On September 4th at about 11:30 p.m., officers responded to a home in Masonville, New York, on a report of a domestic dispute. They found the body of 29-year-old Samantha, who they identified as Drew's pregnant wife. Officers also found the couple's children, aged 6 and 9, in the home, and they were allegedly stabbed, all by Drew. who was 5 months pregnant, was pronounced dead at the local hospital. The children were also treated at the hospital, but they're expected to make a full recovery, thank God. Police did not discuss a possible motive. They said that Sammy, that's what her family called her, Samantha, was a beautiful, compassionate, and loving mother who always wanted the best for babies. A GoFundMe has been set up for her, created by loved ones, to help with the expenses of her daughters, Adelana and Izzy. The fundraiser states Samantha's third daughter, who was due to be born in February of 25, and she was 2 weeks away from celebrating her 30th birthday. It's unclear. So he's remanded to the Delaware jail on no bond, and it's unclear if he's entered a plea on the charges or if he's retained an attorney to speak on his behalf. We know nothing. We know nothing. The only picture that we have, this is the only picture that I've seen even be released. This was Samantha. Of course, their children's faces have been blurred because they're surviving witnesses at this point. I mean, 9 and 6 years old, that's actually old enough to unfortunately have to testify against your father. I hope that it doesn't come to that. But at that age, you're conscious of what is happening to you. You're conscious of who is hurting you. It's just sickening. I mean, it reminds me of Chris Watts, you know, the Colorado father that killed Shanann Ann and 2 daughters and stuffed them into an oil well. I don't even know what the thing was. It was like a 6-inch opening, you guys. Like, I'm literally getting chill bumps. It's such a graphic, like, heartbreaking story. And I truly believe that he thought that he was going to get by with it. I think that Chris Watts is evil to the core. And I think that he thought that he could just kill his fucking family and run off on Nikki bitch with the nice hair and everything would be kosher. Like, what an idiot. What an idiot. And Shanann seemed like a wonderful mother who worked her ass off to pretty much support him. And he's over here cheating. It's just, there's literally, I've done read like 4 other articles telling nothing else about what happened on this. So it's probably going to be a while before we can do an update on what's going to happen, what was the motive. It's heartbreaking. I'm glad that the 2 children survived, but Samantha and her unborn daughter, it's just heartbreaking. So this morning I saw a thing on YouTube, and it was talking about how there's a mass influx of people trying to get over the border. They're saying, let me see if I can find it. They're saying that there's like 150,000 Hispanics trying to cross over the Mexican border. They're being holed up in southern Mexico. Let me just find the thing because, y'all, it was on Blaze. So it says massive migrant caravan gathers in Mexico. This was dropped 3 hours ago, and they're saying that they're planning to cross in great numbers. There's like all of these different thousands and hundreds of thousands of people in different parts. Let me just see if I can play this.
He's been in Mexico for a while right now. So tell us what you've seen there on the ground, Todd.
Right. Right now I'm standing in front of the Rio Suchiate, which is the border between Guatemala and Mexico. And not far from me is the city of Tapachula, where there are 150,000 immigrants trapped behind a militarized cordon, Mexican military operation to kind of hem them in, keep them from creating a political spectacle at our border. Back to a deal that was done in December of 2023 in order to, reduce the total numbers that were being seen crossing and driving the poles down. So 150,000 is an astronomical number. They're hemmed up here in this enclave, this migrant kind of Gaza Strip, if you will, until at least
You're right, Samuel.
November 5th,
Samuel.
Or 6th. I think the deal is probably good at least until then, at which point the Mexicans could then decide to release them, because this is a major burden for the Mexicans to have this many migrants in place. They're also doing this in another city in a nearby state, Tabasco State, city of Villahermosa. And what they do is they are rounding up migrants from the northern provinces and shipping them down here. At the same time, thousands are crossing in from Guatemala still, while driving into Tapachula.
So if you can't hear this, I'm sorry, my computer, y'all, I need a new computer. Bless its heart. She's been a good little computer. He's saying that the Mexican government has hundreds of thousands of migrants that are trying to cross, but they actually have military pillars up to where they can't even leave. And at some point, the pillars have to come down by law. And these people, we're going to see a mass influx. What did I tell you guys? Last year, I said, if Donald Trump has a shot in hell at winning that election, we're going to see the highest border numbers in a year that we've ever seen. We had 150,000 people in, and he's saying that this is not just in one city, that there's multiple groups throughout Mexico that the Mexican government is containing right now, trying to prevent from crossing the borders. If there's 150 in one town and another 100 in one town and maybe 50 in another town, imagine all of them flooding at one time. If you don't feel like this is an invasion, then you shouldn't be on this channel, because it absolutely is. I can't even go to certain parks in my home state anymore because they have been completely overran by illegal immigration. I am a firm supporter, proper legal immigration, and I think that proper immigration is great for our economy. I think it's, the American dream. I think that everyone should have the opportunity if they want it. But at the same time, what we have going on here is illegal as hell. And I do believe that once we get these idiots out of office, it is going to become more clear as to how this happened and what the was behind all of this. I have no doubt that it is a multitude of reasons. Just getting immigrants here that are willing to vote Democrat for generations to come, and pretty much give loyalty to the left, because they were afforded the right to come here, paid, for everything, given thousands of dollars to survive here. That's enough in itself. But I think that there is definitely more to it. I just don't quite understand what it is yet. I absolutely believe that it has something to do with votes, but I think that there's more to it. I think that there was a long-term plan of some sort. I don't know. Is it to drive the American people, the middle class and the lower class completely out and drive them into poverty? Because look at the people of Springfield. They've absolutely done it. They have had such an influx of immigration that it's overturned the city. The roads are crazy. There's no jobs. There's no housing for these people. So, you take a city of 58,000 people and you throw 20,000 people on top of them, it's going to cause problems. I think that there's more to it than just buying votes, but it's going to be where the money is. It's going to have something with money. So I don't quite understand it all, but it's absolutely wrong what this administration has done to this country. It's just crazy, and it could get worse before it's better, y'all, because we still got half a year of these sons of bitches, essentially. October, November, 3 more months. But, I hope that the polls are telling the truth, because right now Donald Trump's going to win this election, and I'm just ecstatic to get somebody in there that actually cares. Just knowing that you'll have somebody in office that's going to actually work and not just sit there and cackle and bounce their way around questions is a lot. Just, the man can speak, the man cares, and we need more people like him that is determined to make change. I read another article today that was claiming that it'll be like $300 billion to deport all the illegal immigrants that we currently have on American soil. You know, and that's just the left's propaganda, man. It's not rocket science. It would absolutely cost us more to house all of these people, feed all of these people, educate all of these people, give all of these people, you know, all of their basic needs being met. That is 10 times more expensive than deporting them. Do you believe for a damn minute that it would be cheaper to leave them here? And here's the thing. I'm not saying that they all should be deported. What I am saying is most of them should. Because most of them are not here for the right reasons. Most of them are coming here and committing crimes. More often than not, they're already wanted from somewhere else. These are not the 80s, 70s, 60s immigrants. These are the new world, today's modern immigrants, okay? And not all of them are the same, but a lot of them are. And it's just unfortunate. There was a Venezuelan prison that let all of these people out of prison and they all come here. Like, it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Look at all of the people that we have lost. Rachel Morin, Jocelyn Nungaray. Like, I could go on all day. These are all women that were killed by illegal immigrants. And these are just in the past year. Imagine how worse this is going to get. And there's, I've kind of backed off of the illegal immigration stories because I don't want to beat a dead horse. But I just want you to know that these stories haven't stopped happening. There's still women being killed. There's still, crimes taking place. And maybe next week we'll do some illegal immigration stories and catch up on a few of those. But I just want you to know that just because I haven't been reporting on them doesn't mean that it's still not happening. It's still happening. Crimes are still being committed. And we have Americans that commit crimes too. But, it'd be nice if we could deport pedophiles. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Why don't we do that? Why don't we deport our people somewhere else? The ones we don't want. I'm joking. I don't know. I've had some scary situations recently, too. Remember the gas station where those two drunk guys were, like, stumbling in the road and then, like, confronted me and, like, walked up to my car and, like, I don't know. You got to be careful out here. You don't know nobody's story, and you can't judge a book by its cover. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to deport all of these people. I do believe that, we read somewhere that right at 18% of immigrants that are coming here actually have a bachelor's degree, which is more education than I got. Like, why are you coming here if you got a bachelor's? You can't make money in your damn town with that nice fancy degree you got? I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, I do know a lot of these are, it didn't have specific backgrounds. Wait a second. It didn't have specific backgrounds from what countries. It just said 18% of the immigrants coming here had a bachelor's. I wonder how much of the country has a bachelor's. Probably not that much, right? Just don't make sense. But people like that, if they're aided and they're coming here for the right reasons, I think that we should allow them the opportunity to prove themselves and go through the proper legal hoops to stay if to do so. But if they've already come here and caught criminal charges or wanted in a whole nother country, honey, you better pack them on that damn bus and send them up the damn road. I'm talking about if they even speeding tickets since they hit American soil. Send their ass up the damn road. We ain't got time for it. No time for it. But if they're here, and they've been here for 4 or 5 years and they done opened up a business and they're contributing to do those things. But you see what I'm saying. I understand. I see both sides. It's definitely put a strain on this economy. No doubt about that. Every time you go to the gas pump, every time you go to the grocery store, just know that illegal immigration has contributed to what you're paying, whatever you're paying, wherever you're paying. But let's send more money to Moldova and Ukraine. Let's just send them all the money in the damn world. I gotta find some food. I don't want... What was that? I'm wondering if I want... I think I want pizza, y'all. Let's get pizza. Oh, God. Oh, honey, I'm tired already. Good. Good. If my thing must... I have to cut my Wi-Fi off. I'm gonna sleep good tonight, y'all. I should have just got me a gummy. I don't know why I tried to take them in. That made me hurt. If you're coming off of an opiate, Suboxone, heroin, methadone, anything like that, you want to stay away from those nighttime sleep aids and melatonin because they make your symptoms worse. Ugh, sucks. Let's go in here and see if they got me something hot and ready, honey. Oh, my head. All right, let's go. Get in. Get out. Ouch. My britches is too big. We need to get thick this winter. I'm ready to, like, put some comfy clothes on and lay down in a minute. I've been waiting on the sun to go down. Thank you for killing time with me. Yeah, it looks like they got some. That's what I want. Ooh, Buffalo Ranch. I'm getting one of those. Good, how are you? Can I do 4 of the Crazy Puffs, please? What do you have? What is it? Okay, the pizza. What's the smallest one you have?
It's one size.
Oh, let me just do, I guess the garlic bread or the cheesy bread. The cheesy bread's fine.
Sauce with it?
Yeah, Buffalo Ranch. And that'll be it.
You want one Buffalo Ranch?
Please. And that's, like, not a huge thing, is it?
It's big.
That's fine.
6 minutes.
Thank you. All right, let's try this. I don't even know what I got. It's like cheesy bread. I'm just craving like something greasy. She's kind of quick. I don't like people like that. Like, bitch, I don't know what I'm ordering. Shut the fuck up and answer my questions. I'm spending money. If you don't want to do your damn job, don't work somewhere. And definitely don't be a bitch to me because you're not happy with yourself. Now y'all see why I damn got a criminal record. I can't deal with these stupid hoes. Stupid hoes. God. Pray for them. Let's see what we got. I don't even know. Oh. It's like a cheese pizza, essentially, but it's garlic bread cheese. Okay. So this is a lot, but this will last me a while tonight. Let's try it. Let me get my hair out the way. I whip my hair back and forth. All right. Buffalo Ranch. I want a piece of, like, the super fucking cheesy garlic bread. Can you see it? The sun. That ranch is good. So this is their cheesy garlic bread, I guess. It's good. Damn, I kind of want a Pepsi now. How is it only 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you're out of cheese puffs? Crazy puffs. Like, I swear these restaurants don't know how to make money no more. They be closing up shop before the day's even over. And then you be bitching that your company's going under. But you won't hire me. I'd make sure that there's damn crazy puffs. I'm glad I'm eating. Got coconut pieces in that. So the Buffalo Ranch is not really overpowering. There's a little kick to it. But it ain't bad. Look at that crispy piece of cheese. That was good. Bitch, I'm a savage. Alright. You sit down there. I need a napkin. Oh, I feel better. It's like every time I eat, I get a little bit stronger. I got garlic in my teeth. Where am I going to stay tonight, y'all? I'm ready to pack it in. Seriously, I'm ready to take my makeup off. I'm ready to relax. And I'm ready to lay it the hell down. I got to figure out somewhere to stay. I don't even want to stay, like, in the city. I want to be, like, out in the cut somewhere. I just don't. It's hard to find service. Thank Brooke. Thank. Excuse me. Shit, I don't know. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. That food's good, that cheese bread. Cheese bread. Oh my god, this place is packed. I'm going to the cut to relax. Screw this. I don't need all of this stress. Oh, where's my glasses? I can't see. Oh god. Oh, I ain't never gonna be able to get out of here. Come on, one of y'all throw me a bone, please. Jeez Louise, who left the gate open? Holy mackerel. How's it going? Watch out, motherfuckers. Here I come. Beep, beep. Oh, my back hurts. Cramping. I'm falling apart. I like waking up early. I really do. I love waking up at like 3 a.m. It's kind of crazy. But hell, by 7, 8 o'clock, I'm ready to go to bed and I sleep so good. It's like my perfect time schedule. I don't even know how to explain that, but it's truly the best. Cheesy pizza bread. I bet my breath is hot now. Hot and ready, hot and heavy, like one of them damn $5 pizzas. Hot and garlicky. How you doing? Handsome. I hope that don't hurt my stomach though, that grease. Because sometimes I can't eat certain stuff. I used to couldn't eat McDonald's fries, but now that I know they got formaldehyde on them, I don't want them. Shoot, they ruined it. I could finally eat them again until I read that. And I'm like, great. My brain is freaking being destroyed by formaldehyde. That's what they embalm people with, right? No. Yes. Formaldehyde. Lord have mercy. Y'all know what I mean. I think that's what they embalm people with, but I could be wrong. Probably. Ain't it like a preservative or some sort? I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Don't listen to me. What the hell are they doing up there? Oh, I'm nosy. We got to go see what's going on. Oh, it's like a car show or something. It's like a fair. Carnival rides and stuff. Face is hot. God, burning hot. I'm wondering if I'm running a fever, you guys. I'm on fire. What the hell? Holy smokes. Will it tell my temperature? Oh. My head's on fire. No wonder it hurts. I don't know about that. Here we go. Tell me something, bitch. 77. Is that high or low? Am I dying? Am I alive? Am I dead? What am I? 77. 76. My heart rate be getting up to like 180, 190 in the gym. That's low, ain't it? Am I dying? I couldn't be that lucky, don't worry. I'm digging up bones. Digging up bones. I wonder if these people leave the Wi-Fi on. Hold on 1 second. It does. Yay. I got the place to myself. Oh God, I'm so like, tired. What a day. Where is... I don't know about that darn cheesy bread. I mean, it's okay, but I don't know if it's worth $6. That's more than a pizza. I didn't get the pizza because I can't eat a whole pizza. I'll barely be able to eat most of that cheesy bread. I need to check my emails for jobs. So annoying. I want to take my makeup off on my shoulder. And a clip. I'm digging up bones. What do I have to take my makeup off with? I don't know. Lord. Where's my stuff to take my makeup off with? I'm going to bed in like 2 hours. I'm tired.
Here's what I'm talking about. This same. Yeah, it went on the wall. That's right. The battleship.
Oh, damn it.
Commander of the Navy in New Zealand.
Ouch.
Well, maybe she's not.
Ouch.
I mean, to be a commander of a boat, though. Well, good for her. Let's give her a round of applause. First gay lesbian. Oh, the first lesbian. Yes, mate. Both of them. I'm not to say gay. She's right. Let me read this article. Look, December 22. Oh, Commander, man. Yeah, see how old this article is? Look, today Commander Gray took the helm of the RNZN's dive, hydrographic, and salvage vessel based at Davin Naval Base in Lebanon. Look, it is her first ship command in a naval career and started in the United Kingdom in 1993 as a warfare officer. Her service as a warfare officer ranged from working on aircraft.
I can't believe this baby wipe is taking this makeup off. All I put was water on it.
Commander Gray and her wife Sharon moved to New Zealand after falling in love with the country during a camper van holiday. The most obvious thing to do is to join the Royal New Zealand Navy. Fall in love. There's an orchard park. Jesus, what is this? Yeah, that's her. Why she smiling so hard? She's happy. Look at all the medals she got. That suit looks loose as hell on her. Yeah, she need to act like she's been here before. Show some distance. Hey, and this is the end result. Show that video? She was the commander of that boat. She burned it to the ground. She was the commander. Hey, the first ever woman commander. And look what happened. I mean, it's not wartime. The ship's not getting shot at. You just out in the ocean. This happened near Guam. Matter of fact, pull up a map of Guam.
The first lesbian ship commander sinks $125 million Navy vessel in New Zealand.
She don't have a turn to slow down. Yeah, just pull up the map of the New Zealand area like that. It's a bad look for women. Because I'm sure with this.
Where is...
Yeah, okay, so this happened.
There it is.
Well, look, there it is, America Samoa up there. That's where it happened.
I love these baby wipes. They work so good. I just use that retinol to take my makeup off with. And then I use a clean baby wipe to go back over. So there's a little bit on the skin. But I'm not overdoing it, like, to dry out my skin or anything. Because it's been a while since I've used the retinol. So I don't want to overdo it. Feels better. Cramping like a son of a biscuit. Oh, freaking hate it. I hate being female sometimes. You know what? I'm debating if I want to make a 15-minute drive to the city that's close by to stay over there. I really think that they'd leave me alone given the circumstances. It's crazy how laying on your ass and not doing anything for 6 days on concrete, metal, center block, cold steel, your body is weak. And also, you know, coming off of this medication, I'm already weak and I feel like I have the flu already. And I think I pushed myself. Like, I didn't get much sleep last night, and then I pushed myself to do a lot today. I mean, I'm glad that I was just trying to get through the day, because that's the thing. That's the hardest thing, and that's why people relapse and they go back to drug use, because they get bored. Idle hands are the devil's playground. So when you get clean, you have to focus on keeping yourself busy, whether it's going to clean out your car, whether it's washing your car, or just making a quick run to Walmart and actually just shopping around and hanging out for an hour looking at stuff. Like, you're going to have to keep yourself preoccupied. And also, NA and AA is great for that, because it gets you out of the house and it gets you around people in the community. I don't do a lot of those meetings. They don't have a lot of them near me. That's the reason that I don't do a lot of them. But when I first got clean, I did my 90 and 90. And I remember, like, I couldn't even speak. I would go in there and I'd be like, hey, my name is Brooke. I'm an addict. And then I would just bawl. Like, it was so crazy. I remember, because I hadn't felt emotions in, like, you know, years. And I had all of this pent up, I don't know, trauma. And so I would just go in there and bawl. I did that for like a month. I don't even know how long it lasted, but it was a while. I couldn't even speak. Oh. I haven't been smoking as much. I've had this vape. This is the one I went to jail with. I think. Oh. Jesus fucking freaking Christ. So I found a Reddit feed. It says, going back to what we were discussing this morning about this MAT program for prison, it says, quote, is anyone else's facility just handing out Suboxone to any inmate that wants it? My state has started a MAT, medically assisted therapy program, where any inmate who wants it can sign up to see the provider and show up for their daily dose of Suboxone. Our inmate population has had plenty of time to come down off the drugs. California has been on a MAT program for a few years now. I get plenty of 7 7362 request for health services forms admitting they're buying it from others on the yard. They're talking about inside of the prison. They have to apply to be in the program and submit to a drug testing. But I feel like that's an issue. One of the yards at my facility is actually having ODs from snuff, fentanyl multiple times a week right now. Another prison guard replies and says, same issue we have. We have inmates down for years with no drug use history. Then, when they are a few weeks to a couple of months away from release, we put them in the MAT program. Way too funny. I have even had inmates tell me straight up that we get them hooked, so after their release, they go back to trying to find the next high. Another prison guard, CO, replied and said, we have MAT, but only so many inmates can be on it at a time. We have about 200 inmates at a time in the program. The wait list is weeks to months long, regardless if you have been in long enough or not. So this is a different CO. Your unit might be better managed than ours because we've got all kinds of other drugs on our yard. It hasn't slowed down yet. I hope it does. Yeah, New York has added that program to the jails along with everything else they're handed. It's become a shit show. Maine is doing the MAT too. Our DOC director used to be Maine's director. Arizona, yep. Here's another CO. We're getting it smuggled in through visitation in the mail too. They're talking about Suboxone. So let me tell you how they do this. It'll be a card, you know, like one of them fancy greeting cards that has like maybe the cover has like 2 or 3 hard pages that are kind of glued together, and then the back will have like 2 or 3 hard pages glued together. What we would do is we would split the card, the greeting card, line up the Suboxone one by one and paste them down, okay? Close the card back up, fill the card out, glue it back together, and mail it through the mail. That inmate in prison opens up the card, cuts the freaking card open, and they can find Suboxone. This has been a huge issue for many, many years. When I was in prison in 2009, 10, and 11, it was nothing to be able to get Suboxone on the yard. It seems like it's still a huge issue. It says we're getting it smuggled through visitation and the mail too. A lot easier to get a hold of than some of the more illicit substances these days. Still a hell of an issue. It's been at least 1 overdose death in our system this year. Narcan doesn't do anything if it's mixed with trank. So they're saying that if the fentanyl that the person is on is mixed with trank, that the Narcan is the victims of these ODs are not responding to the Narcan. We've also had some bad batches of K2 come through the mail. People seized, passed out, and woke up fighting. It gets wild. Another CO said, yeah, we're finding fentanyl pretty often. We've had many ODs, but they all live. The Narcan is working. Massachusetts MAT program is a huge success. I don't know why you put it as success in quotations like that. It's not. You know, the 12-step program is a great program because that program teaches people how to confront their recovery. That program teaches you how to heal. It teaches you how to deal. How to deal with society, deal with yourself, deal with your feelings, deal with your regrets, deal with your emotions, deal with making amends. Like, the reason that we have that 12-step program has helped more people than any of these medications ever will. And that is a fact, and that is something that I will go to my grave believing, because I've seen the work, I've met the people, I've been heavily involved in just about every, program, inpatient, outpatient, I've been through it. In my opinion, this is about money. This is not, to help the opioid epidemic crisis. This is about money, in my opinion. It is not, in my opinion, proper to teach people to medicate with medications that are narcotics, number one. Number two, the best route to help these people is to get them on a program, a regimen, something like 12-step, maybe inpatient, maybe outpatient. It's going to be different for everybody. But therapy, a good support group, and a 12-step program is going to be much better, in my opinion, than putting sober people on narcotics as a preventative. It's just ludicrous. It's ludicrous. I just, me personally, when I got clean, I used NA and Suboxone. I didn't tell anybody in NA that I was on Suboxone because they kind of frown upon it. So I get why a lot of people that are in treatment with MAT programs don't want to go to NA. But the NA 12-step program is built to teach you how to adult. That's what the whole program is for. It's to teach you how to adult. And it's a great program, and it's worked for decades. This is so sad. I mean, it just breaks my heart. I wonder how many people who actually never did Suboxone before or even had an opioid addiction said that they did just to have access to drugs because they were on other drugs and they were interested in other drugs. And now they're physically addicted to Suboxone and heroin because of this. Like, when you're in prison and you're an addict, you would say that you've done something you haven't did just to be able to get in this program and have access to these medications because you're an addict. It's just crazy. It is imperative. I think that the best route would be to teach people how to deal with their trauma, because that's the root cause of why most people are using drugs. Yeah, I think that therapy in a 12-step program is the best for integrating back into society, not hardcore narcotics that your body is going to be reliant on every single day. The story of Alcoholics Anonymous can be traced back to the early 1900s. AA was founded in 1935 by two men, Bill Wilson and Dr. Bob Smith, who were both struggling with alcoholism. They developed a 12-step program to help people recover, which is still used today. AA has since grown into a worldwide organization with millions of members. And then that branched off into NA, Narcotics Anonymous. It's a great program, and I think that we need to stick with what works. Just like when it comes to these medical diagnoses and stuff. Listen, we knew for decades what body dysmorphia and gender dysmorphia and all these things were, and then all of a sudden the damn left got a hold of something, and then they spun it around, and the next thing you know, everybody's transgender, and then there's 72 damn genders, and it's just, we have to stop the madness. We know what works. The DSM has worked for generations. I mean, every year we come out with a new one, and it's tweaked, and it's, some things are, what are they called? Modified. But at the end of the day, we know what to do for patients that have schizophrenia. We know how to deal with patients that have bipolar disorder. Everybody's different, but science is science, and what works, it works. And NA and AA, it absolutely works. It worked for me. It helped me. I just think it's a wrong message to tell people that they need to self-medicate with narcotics of any kind. Y'all know how bad I fought against Xanax. You know, they were trying to put me on Xanax this time last year. I was having a mental breakdown, and I refused to take it. I mean, it was just preposterous to me that these sons of bitches were trying to they were trying to get me to kill somebody. I told them, I said, I committed 2 violent offenses when I was 18 on Xanax. The last thing I need is Xanax. It makes me crazy. And these doctors, it was about 7 of them down at Chapel Hill, they put me on it. And I don't remember anything for a week. At some point, I started refusing the medication. Thank God I did. Thank God I didn't go home with a big old prescription bottle of Xanax and get out here on the road and kill somebody. Because that's what would have happened if I would have trusted my medical provider. You got to do what's best for you. Don't listen to these damn idiots, because they just lining their pockets with damn more money. All right, we're going to go up and... It's a little early, but it's okay. I'm tired. My hair's getting on my nerves. I fell asleep with it half wet, so it just didn't fall right today. Shit. I haven't seen a homeless person in this town in like weeks. So weird. There used to be tons everywhere. I'll probably be sore as hell tomorrow from skating. It's been so long since I've like got out and did anything. It's been over a week. I wish I didn't feel this bad, but I know it's gonna pass. I'm so proud of myself for quitting that shit. Suboxone is trash. It's held me back. I've spent so much money in the past 4 years. when I first was like $300-400 a month. Car payment, y'all. That's water and power. You know what I mean? That's just crazy. I want comfy clothes. I got to check the weather. We're going to check the weather. We're going to see what time the sun goes down. We're going to go in the bathroom, wash our face, brush our teeth, go park and put the window covers up. I know it's only 4 o'clock, but I'm over today. I'm tired. My legs hurt. And hopefully nobody bothers me, but shit. Usually I can't put my window covers up during the day because the damn police will show up harassing me. Gotta love that. They don't want you anywhere. Where do you want me to go? They don't know. They don't know. I'm gonna get up in the morning and go take a shower. Get my Monday started. I need to check the weather for this coming weekend. Maybe it'll be a little warmer. I can actually go out and sell stuff at the market. I was going to see if I couldn't get into one of my other storage sheds because I've got another storage shed full of furniture from one of my other old houses. Y'all, I got stuff all over this damn state. I need to get my life together and just sell it all so I can, have a little bit of extra money, pay some bills. Lord knows I need I don't know what I'm going to do about tomorrow. I got to call the bondsman, the lady that got me out, and see if I can make some kind of new deal. She might not let me do it. She might tell me that I have to turn myself in. That's my biggest fear, because I don't have $2,000 to give her right now, and she needs $2,000. I gave her everything I had. I can't do any more than what I'm doing. I figured that my YouTube check would clear over, but even if I got that, it's not but like $1,100, and I've got truck payment. So like, do the math. It's just, this is how life is. Every time you get ahead, something freaking happens. You get a flat tire, your car blows up, a damn tree hits your house. I mean, it's just always something. It's like, yay, I saved $100 this week. I can put that back in savings. And then boom, you blow a head gasket in your damn engine or something. You don't even be going through this, honestly, because I walked away from that gym. I walked away from that woman. I think I did a good job. I went back and watched the video, and I was actually proud of myself. I don't watch my shit twice. I don't give a fuck. I'm just being honest. So when I went to go find the video of the incident that I went to jail for, I was really proud of myself. I actually kept a very calm, cool, collected demeanor until the bitch started following me around, spitting on me, in my face. And finally I had enough, and I thung that fucking drink on the floor. Fucking walked out of there. She's like, I'll beat your ass. Step outside. I mean, it's just wild that she even said that. It's just wild. But I'm the one that goes to jail for communicating threats and assault. You can't make this shit up. They're just getting dumber. Not only are they more corrupt cops out here than ever before, they're dumb as fuck. They're dumber than ever before. Yeah. So I'm not going to put my window covers up yet because I'm just going to wait for like an hour or so. I want to see when the sun's going to go down. Oh, they got the automotive shop almost closed up, so that's good. It looks like they're ready to go. Hell yeah! I can't see. This is crazy. Oh. My back is killing me. What was I doing? Oh, my head hurts so bad. feel like it comes in waves. Comes in waves. We ain't driving no more. Unless the cops show up and make us. I ate a fourth of it. Blue raspberry. Hippie fusion. Not too shabby. Kind of tasty. My knees and my arms are killing me. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna run, y'all. Probably gonna relax until the sun goes down. I need to look at my phone and see, like, when it's gonna get dark and when it's gonna cool off so I can, like, make plans. I don't know if I'm gonna stay here or if I have to go somewhere else. I'm not gonna put my window covers up yet because it's still too early. It sucks that I have to be on everybody else's time. I'm finally tired. Like, I could take a nap or something, and it's daytime and you can't really be out here sleeping in your car during the day because the cops and other people are just so stupid. They think you're up to something nefarious. Like, I don't know. But if we don't talk today, we'll talk tomorrow. And I hope y'all have a happy Monday, a good Sunday. And pray for me because God knows I need it. And I'm praying for you guys. Y'all be safe out there. Bye.